Welcome on back here to the main stage. A shout out to mixer partner El Testa. She was killing it over there in the Hype Zone.
Oh, yeah.
Going for those Crown Royales. It's great to see them over there. Hope you guys have been enjoying the Hype Zone live, but we are bringing it back over here to the main stage. Charlie and I are joined by two wonderful gentlemen who have given us a gift that we have been waiting for.
It's my pleasure to let you know we are going to be talking to Mark and Vince about the upcoming most hyped game ever session.
Thanks.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, heard around the world. First of all, tell us why skateboarding? What made you want to go, yeah, we're going to do this?
It's my fault.
He's
There you
playing.
go.
Yeah, it's just-
You got it. It's his
Yeah,
fault.
no,
So
exactly.
we thank you.
Yeah.
welcome. No, exactly. I'm a skater since I'm 8.
Yeah.
I grew up skateboarding, always carrying my board, and over time I decided to just work on this concept. It started, and then I convinced Vince to work on.
You conned me, you can say,
yeah, exactly. So I think it was kind of a process because when you're working on a skateboarding game or you want to make a skateboarding game, sometimes people can tend to say that skateboarding games. Yeah, there's been tons of skateboarding games.
Yeah.
Why skateboarding games? And it's because it's great. And then you try to share why the culture, everything that ties in, and why you're having so much fun skateboarding and everything. And really quickly, he started to watch videos with me and then everything. And I think he found out that this is a really appealing and fun culture and everything.
Yeah.
That's amazing, and thank you again. It has been so long, I feel like, sorry, I don't mean to rant on the industry, but it's been so long since y'all have given us, not you guys, but them, a skateboarding game. Everyone's been dying for it,
Literally, Ethan ran on before we started and thanked you
Yeah.
for doing a skate.
Had to handshake them because
Yeah.
we've been so excited to get that. Why do you guys think there's been a bit of an absence here? I mean, why do you think it's been so long since we've gotten that genre, it seems like?
Yeah, it's a really, it's a good question. My guess is it's because it's something really niche. And with everything that's happening with independent development and everything, it's getting more and more accessible to make great games with smaller budget and everything, and just by having this opportunity to combine game development experience, skateboarding, and good tools and good support, I think this is pretty much why we managed to do
And
it.
we're showing the game off actually right now, some of the footage here that you guys were amping up here. It looks amazing. I mean, you guys got a little sizzle reel here to get us excited here. Takes a little bit of a hit there. With sessions here, what makes it a unique skateboarding game that you're bringing to that genre?
I'd say for Session, what's really unique about our game is the control scheme with the dual stick control, as opposed to skate.
That's right, yeah.
So it takes a little bit of time to get used to it. The learning curve is a bit high, but once you get over that, the freedom, of expression, and you really get control over your skateboarder.
But that's a complete reflection of actual skating, am I right?
Yeah.
I remember growing up desperately wanting to be able to skateboard and just not being able to conquer that curve at all, and I just sort of went, fine, maybe it's not for me. But in game, it's the same, is it?
Oh, I'm not a real skater.
Maybe you don't start off at the beginning quite as terrified.
I'm not a real skater, but I can tell you that when I'm playing Session, and like you said, you try to hit that trick. After 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and you finally hit it, you're like, wow, the satisfaction because you managed to nail it. And you really feel like it. Mark is a skater, and he tells me, do this or do that. I don't really know all the tricks by heart yet. I'm learning. I'll be a skater on paper soon.
There we go.
Yeah.
I love it. And
Yeah.
of course, I know the fans, I've been reading Twitter, been reading Reddit, keeping up on it. Man, they're dying for the footage. They're excited to see even more information about the game. So definitely looking forward to when you guys, just saying roll out even more and more carpet, so for that game.
And what is there for previous skateboard game fans that's going to make them come to Session?
I think the previous skateboarding game fans, one thing that should appeal is we dive deeper in the authenticity of skateboarding. We take a bigger grasp on the culture itself. I myself been skating like crazy in the 90s, 2000, and I felt that it was a really key moment for street skating. And this is pretty much where we start now in New York, and we have big inspiration. We've been watching tons of 411 videos and everything. I think those who had the satisfaction of nailing skate tricks, pretty much like they would see on skate videos, I think they will have a bigger blast in session, because now we've made, like, in my opinion, a step even closer to how it is in real life. We've been really into making sure that everything was on scale, but beyond this, the experience was adapted to the scale that we're making it. So if you're jumping over like a 12 set, you're not gonna overclear it like 50 feet away. No, you're gonna have to work it.
You can wish.
Yeah, exactly. But if it's like 15 stairs, no, you might have to push harder to make sure that you clear. Yeah, exactly.
Just a little.
To push those stairs and clear and everything. So yeah, so we really push the envelope on the realism and on its authenticity as much as
On that realism, though, would there be days where you came to work and you'd be like, yo guys, I can do this, can we put it in the game? And you just all around the tables, kick flipping, any other tricks I can think of.
I was gonna say, I'm waiting.
I got that one.
I was
There's,
waiting for you to get into that.
Is it China? There's a China or something? Is there one called China?
I don't know.
No. Josh, what's the next question?
Skateboarding, obviously,
Skateboarding.
sometimes can be with friends, of course. Now, just like video games, we love doing these things with friends. So, is there going to be any kind of multiplayer with sessions specifically?
Yeah, actually, Session, the way we want to build Session is through an iterative process.
Yeah.
So that's how we're going to release it through early access and Xbox Game Preview to start with. We have big plans for Session. Obviously, we're going to take it step by step.
Yeah.
So multiplayer is definitely like a really important part for us. Social aspect, everybody skating together. So yes, there will definitely. We have plans for multiplayer.
Yeah. It sounds like you guys have some really big ambitions that you really want to go out and capture.
Yes, exactly. At which point they'll be coming into the game.
TBD and stay tuned.
Yeah, exactly. TBD and stay tuned.
Absolutely. And I love the fact that you guys are starting with game preview program.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm biased. I'm a huge fan of it. I love the idea that it gets the game in the hands with the gamer, and then they can have
They
a
help
direct
craft it.
pipeline
Yeah.
to the developer.
Yeah, exactly. It's to us, like the game preview program is really a way to not to make money faster, and that's clearly not the point. It's a great opportunity to gather feedback and make sure that what we're currently crafting is really going to appeal the core gamers that are interested about the game. We already started. We throw a couple of demos on PC here and there, and we did a Kickstarter campaign. People already start giving a lot of feedback. And there's a lot of this feedback that we already apply into the game.
Yeah.
We keep iterating on the speed, height, everything that people start to feel like, no, it's too floaty, it's too this, it's too that.
Fast.
Are you finding people breaking the game fun as well?
Oh yeah, definitely. But people are also doing like great things with the game, where they're like, we watch it, like, you can do that?
Yeah.
Wow. Like we can't even do some of the stuff that we've been seeing the Kickstarter fans do.
That's one of my favorite parts of it, because as you build the game, you as developers may notice the community may gravitate towards a mode or a feature that maybe you were making it something up 20% of your effort into, and realize, oh my God, this is something that is relevant and our community is gravitating towards, and then you can maybe even shift development. You can kind of have that organic nature to making the game.
Yeah, exactly. It's a great example is the catch mechanic. We just implemented recently a way to catch by yourself the trick when you flip, which is really difficult, but extremely rewarding. It totally changed the pace. People, they're not like doing 360 flip and then keeps going on. Like it's a lot of work. But even then, even ourselves, when we started to work and play the game, it's okay. Yeah, I think it's difficult. And then we gave like a build to some of the backers, and then they started to post videos of this, and it's how come?
Yeah.
I didn't even knew we could do this in our own game.
And actually, talking of videos, there's something in that specific trailer where you're skating alongside someone else, and it looks like you might have some sort of film mode. Is that something that's going to be in the game?
Yeah, actually, speaking of some things that come up without you never really thought about. Well, the filmer mode is a multiplayer mode, which is supposed to be where you play online, and one of you plays the skater, and the other one plays the filmer. However, recently we've had to, put in a real debug feature to help us create this beautiful E3 trailer, and we actually started playing with it, Mark and Sebastien, the other co-owner, and to make the video, and we started realizing, wait a minute, there's like something here for a local filmer mode. So this little debug feature, which was just made for the video is turning out to be probably like an actual mode, which will be in the game as local filmer mode. Mark can speak to that about that a little bit if he wants. To give a little more details of how it works. He used it more. I built it and they use it. So
It's like I love
Exactly.
filmer mode. It's great.
It's good. No, seriously, it's. I think this is one of those kind of really cool story that you have when you're making a game. Is you're working on something, you're trying to make yourself more efficient by building tools and building ways to to reiterate on things. And when we knew that we would make an E3 video, we were kind of nervous because our goal was to make sure that it was 100% gameplay, and we wanted to make sure that we could iterate like fast. And trying to set up cameras in the environment and trying to make like good shots and everything was getting fairly complex. So this is where we went to see Vince. Hey, do you think like you could like add some controls on the camera on the second player? And then we started to do this, and then I was with Seb working late at night making those videos. And at some point we looked at each other and says, dude, I'm having a blast with this feature.
That's so good to hear.
Yeah,
You want to hear people
yeah.
making games, enjoying the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
And then the day after we went to see Vince and says, you know what, this has to be like the local filmer mode.
Yeah.
This is extremely fun.
Yeah.
It adds a really great layer of challenge to the skater and the filmer at the same time, and it creates this really cool connection between your friends on a couch mode, which something we love.
I love it.
I can see people like using it to like film YouTube videos and like upload music videos and
Montages.
like, their own
Yeah.
stories and stuff like that. It's the first thing I thought of.
That's the goal.
yeah, that's the goal.
I love the little intricate pieces of the game because I mean, at face value, like, oh, great, thank goodness a new skateboarding game. But then you guys have gone so much deeper in that. Again, you mentioned earlier dual sticks. Like that's something a little different and a little bit unique.
Yeah.
I mean, can you share a little bit about like what kind of how that came about and really kind of how that works? Because I think one controls each foot.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It came from I'll be honest. Like this session is a big inspiration from session is Skate 1, Skate 2.
Sure.
And then from there, when the concept kind of like I gave birth to the concept in 2008. The idea behind this is because I had the feeling that splitting those was kind of making the control scheme breathe a bit more, and it was kind of making more sense for me as a skateboarder to kind of control what I wanted to do with my feet. So I started to think about this, and then I came up with the idea of doing the scoop, and then that'd be cool. Like you just have to scoop like this, and then after this it's fairly simple. You just choose the angle you want to flip your thing. So it really turned into left foot, the left stick, and right foot, the right stick.
Very intuitive.
And so it's kind of hard because
It sounds like a little bit of a warm up. Like you're just gonna have to use that again. If I may, tie correlation here to getting on a skateboard for the first time, but after a couple sessions, no pun intended. Hey.
Oh, yeah.
You might start getting used to it. You might start getting more acclimated to that control scheme, and then it's just gonna feel natural for you.
We actually gave a prototype build to our mocap skater. He picked it up, and within like minutes, he was pulling off these crazy tricks, and we're like,
Amazing.
how's that possible? But this guy's really awesome, even like in real life. And he took session. He was just as great. It was crazy what he was doing within minutes. Like,
we still have to admit the learning curve is there, because we're bringing even more like roots of the skateboarding. Now, probably for the first time, we ask the gamer to have pretty much a similar coordination that you would have on a board.
Yes.
Because it's going to be right stick and then left stick after.
Yeah.
And then after this, we break rules again by using the triggers to turn. But it's not really turning. Like the way we design it is more like, skateboards is like you put pressure on your trucks and the bushing makes
You're putting
turn.
pressure on the
exactly.
thumbsticks.
So triggers are like way to put pressure on your board on depending on which side, and this is what makes you turn. But once you get past those quite
That learning phase.
Yeah, exactly. These barrier, I would say, for some, you quickly realize that it's actually easier than playing skate because it's so second nature.
Yeah.
You think
As soon as you get over it and you realize this is a game where I actually skate and not simulate skating.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you just get in and pick it up.
If you want to do 360 flip, for example, you know that you're going to have to scoop with the back foot and then kick your front foot up. So you just have to do like, okay, I'm going to scoop this way and then flick and it gives you a 360 flip.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's really cool.
And control schemes aside, be real. What was the most challenging part about developing Session?
Oh,
It's still very challenging.
yeah.
It's making a video game.
Yeah, making a video game just in itself is really difficult. But for myself, being a non-skater, I have to kind of feel it out and look at how it goes. So when I'm working on the physics and trying to apply it to the game so you get that real feel, it's hard for me, to translate that. So I have to watch tons of videos and Marc-André gives it its feedback. So for me, it's that part, right? Taking that real life aspect, putting it in the game. So if the real skaters, when they pick that up, they're like, wow, this feels nice. And at the same time, we're making a game. We don't want to make it too realistic, but we want to make it fun. So finding that perfect balance to say this is great, this is super fun, but also feels real, That's what I find has been challenging for myself. I don't know about that.
I love the passion and the effort definitely going into it. Obviously, making games is a hard thing. Background.
I can't imagine.
Yeah, I used to work in publishing, and I know it's extremely hard. So obviously, all the kudos to you guys. On skating, I believe it's pretty well. Now I'm a skater myself, but I believe it's part of the culture of it. It's been kind of ingrained with it is the music, kind of the emotion, and I'm just kind of curious. Is that something that's going to be carried in your game? Like, are we going to get some of those classic '90s hits?
Yeah, we really have to, and I think. It was this is something that was really important to us as well. During the teaser, we've been really careful into what kind of music we put. Once again, we wanted to kind of put the emphasis on the late '90s, early 2000s, and we've been I would say blessed by being allowed to use hieroglyphics music. And for Eastern, an Eastern guy, this is really meaningful. This is hieroglyphics, with Dell, the Funky Homo sapien. This was huge for skateboard at the time, and it still is. So we've been really lucky on that side. But beyond this, we really want to make sure that we nail a really good music experience because this is extremely important. And
are we going to hear any faves in there? We're going to have a soundtrack that we're going to want to find on Spotify and be like, oh, I remember that song.
Yeah.
I remember actually skating to this song.
Yeah, exactly. So, but it's going to be a long journey together.
Yeah, of course.
Because they're reaching out all those cool bands and everything.
Right, yeah.
We do want to put. Oh, go ahead,
yeah. And also at the same time, we want to keep room for people like us, small guys doing their passion things.
Absolutely.
And have a fairly considerable room of indie bands and people that starts. And this is pretty much what we did with the Kickstarter one.
Yeah, we sent out a request asking people if anybody have music they want to, and we used we had some nice tracks coming in from a lot of people, indie artists, really nice music. We had a lot to choose from, and we put a few out there. We were, we're indie ourselves. We want to try to support people in all kinds of industries, all kinds of artistry.
The great news is the indie market is so open, and it's usually content creators helping content creators helping content creators. So it sounds like it just literally plays into each other. Now, I know it sounds like you are the professional with the most experience here, but I have to ask, outside of years of experience, is there some, I say jam sessions because I don't really know what to call it, but where it's just you know what, let's just go out, let's skate, or even just go out to, maybe popular skate parks and just watch people. How much user research goes into something like this?
It goes fairly deep. Something that I, as a skater and as a gamer who played a lot of skateboarding games, I always felt the need to play iconic spots, areas that I love, that I was watching in videos. And I'll be honest, it's my first time in LA, and the first thing I did when I was here was just, where's these spots?
Yeah, he kept stopping us.
I want to see the convention center legs.
Actually, it's interesting you say that. Have you actually recreated any of these in the game? And if so, which ones are your favorite that you have in there?
Right now we're focusing on New York. So we've been to the Brooklyn banks in New York for a couple of times, and we really try to make it as accurate as we can. Now comes the challenge that sometimes it's still a game, like Vincent was saying, sometimes it's still a game. So we need to find a happy balance in respecting those legendary spots that in my opinion should be untouched and be replicated as close as we can, but also bring the fun around. Because sometimes in real life you can session in one spot the whole week.
That's awesome.
But in a game sometimes you want to go elsewhere. So this is where we need to find a way to recreate those cool spots that you want to session continuously, and also have some cool new spot
Yeah.
that feels as realistic and as cool and grounded as the rest.
That's awesome. And of course, this is amazing to share. And I hope you guys have been listening at home, because now you need to make sure you get your controllers
Ideas,
warmed up.
folks.
It's trivia time.
Now, Mark and Vince here, stick around for trivia. We'll see how our viewers
Yeah, you can judge them a
or
little bit
listeners,
here.
Yeah.
the visual
Cool,
thing
cool.
too. But question 1, are you ready? When did the idea for Session start? Was it 2012, 2008, 2015, or 2017?
Don't give away the answer yet. They've got a couple more seconds here to answer it here on a timer. Yeah. So we give them about 10 seconds here in order to jump in. Again, this is all interactive trivia. You can get your keyboards, you can get your controllers.
And you're playing for points here, people.
That's right, that's right. And
Jump in.
speed matters. Speed matters.
Exactly.
All right, 2008 was actually the correct one there.
How
So
do you do?
looks like 32% of you got it right.
Oh, it's quite
Wow.
an equal spit.
It's
you
not
know,
bad. Yeah,
between-
33. They're pretty much almost dead even there.
Okay, question
Yeah.
2 though, how are we going to do? Let's
All right, question 2. How many times has session development been restarted?
Yeah.
I'm
3,
wow. okay.
1, 7, 4. This is a great
Incredibly
question.
honest to admit that.
Most honest question of today, right here. Time is up though. The correct answer is A, which is 3. That is very correct. 45%. Making video games is hard.
Oh,
Very
definitely.
difficult, but
Definitely.
hopefully answering this next question won't be. We're going to give you some time for it to appear,
Give them
and
a
then
little
we're going
bit
to dive
Want
straight.
to make sure it's even for everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Let's do this even sessions, right? What item ties the 2015 teaser to this year's E3 teaser trailer? Is it the VFX camera in the background, the spot location, the hieroglyphics poster, or the skater's clothing?
This is definitely for those who are paying very close attention. The time is up though, and the
Correct answer was the hieroglyphics poster.
That's right. I love picking apart trailers like that and seeing
yeah.
what's what,
Yeah.
which one's going to go with which. You got to pay
But
attention
it's
to
cool
those.
too, yeah.
And only 17%, the lowest one, knocking some people
Yeah,
down
we
off
saw
Not a
that
lot of people
leaderboard.
Yeah,
pick
this
them
one's
apart
hard.
like we are, I guess, Josh.
No, it's definitely great. 17% walking away with that. So, all right, next question. How did Nick, our community manager, name the supposed to be an
enigmatic.
E3
I think-
teaser GIF
yeah, I
that was uploaded to social media platforms?
Go on, read them out.
Oh my gosh.
No, no.
Supercellsecret.gif, img_09099997.gif, untitled.gif, E3.
Or the correct
gif.
answer, E3.
I couldn't even get to that for the answer. For a minute there, I thought maybe the prompter broke. That was great. That was great. Trick question, guys, from the back. The productions now, they're playing mean with us. They're playing mean with us. All right, guys, we got another question here. Charlie, take it away.
Okay, how many people are currently part of the session development team? Is it 20, 7, 10, or 5?
A, B, C, or D. Lock your answers in. I feel like a game show host.
I
Lock
know.
your answers in right
And
now.
now the time's gone, and the correct answer is ding, 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 number 5. 5 people worked on session.
Oh.
Whoa.
11%.
That, I take that as a compliment, you know?
Thanks.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thanks.
people obviously thought it's big game, hugely impressive, but only 5 people worked on that. That's insane.
That's insane, yeah.
Really, really
just
good.
the effort and, of course, the heart and soul you guys pour into that. It's amazing here. Another question, though, going to be coming at you here in a second. What new feature was hinted at the E3 teaser trailer? Was it permadeath, battle royale, a fan favorite, filmer mode, or fast travel? If you were paying attention,
Spoke
you
about
might
that.
have got this
Did
one
they
right.
get it? Did they get it?
Correct answer was filmer mode, as we talked about it and advertised it here, one of the community fan favorites, and they were paying attention.
Yeah.
63%.
There we
well done.
go.
Yes.
There we go. Now you guys are listening. Now you guys are getting it. You win prizes. You get to have fun, but you got to make sure you're paying attention here and having a good time with us. So,
Exactly. And I hope you're paying attention because there is another question coming up. Are you ready? How many times does the skater push Mongo in the E3 teaser trailer? 12, 1, 3, or 0?
I have no idea what this question is.
I presume it's a move.
Yeah.
It's the way you push.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh,
Not
it's
China.
like a, it's
not
like a
China.
type of push.
There we go.
Ah.
And that is it. Time's up. And the correct answer was 0. We didn't see it at all.
No.
No, did we get it? Oh dear.
Oh.
3 times.
12%.
We didn't see it at all.
Everybody thought they definitely saw that. I don't know.
People need to research what a push Mongo is. I think definitely not us. We know what it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, and we got this
Yeah,
one's chock full of questions here. It's super
Oh, yeah.
trivia time. What was Session's original code name Project Scooter with No Handles, Project Top Skater Next Gen, Project Session, or Project Eggplant?
I'm going to be honest, I can see the correct answer on my screen, and it's my least favorite. I like some of the other ones very much.
Time is up. Spoiler alert. We made this one easy for you. The answer is Project Session.
They got it. They saw through our...
There we go.
got it.
Eggplant. Shout out to Eggplant. 17%.
Eggplant, 17. People wanted eggplant.
Yeah.
Anyway, next question. We got another one coming up for you. Why do you skate for? For fame and glory, for yourself, for respect? Good question.
Good question.
Good question. I thought it was a good question. Yeah, great question. But there we go. Time is up. And the answer is you skate for yourself,
That's right.
obviously.
That's right.
It's the motto in life, is skate for
Yeah,
yourself.
it's a
Don't
self-
skate
yeah.
for anyone else. Skate for
Yeah.
yourself. But that's it, and there you go, 55% of you.
And then we're going to get our winner
Rectac Paul!
with 123 points.
Someone was
Again,
listening.
speed
Yes,
matters
well
here
done.
and
Yes,
accuracy.
Rectac
Get in
Well
touch.
done.
It's a good.
Yeah. There we go. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah! Come on, crew. Nice one.
We got some hype in there. Speaking of hype, I think we're going to let these gentlemen get back to their very busy day, and we're going to roll on over to the hype zone. So
Thank you so much.
I believe
Thanks to you.
Elton.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, it was
So
great.
honored to have you guys on here. We've come to an end almost near day one, but first, I believe El Testa is still kicking butt over there on the Hype Zone stage.